Hi, my name's Terry. I'm a membership specialist with Girl Scouts. I'm so glad you tuned in today because we're going to make fairy houses. I've been so excited and looking forward to this. I've made one before. It looks a little bit like this one right here, and that's what we're going to work on today. Something that looks like this. I don't know anybody that doesn't like fairy houses. I feel like from 5 to 95 you can have fun with this. There's just something fun about getting creative and kind of imagining what this miniature world would be like. Now, since this activity centers around outdoors, we're going to use things that you would find in nature. So I don't want you to have to go out and buy anything for this. The only thing I feel like that might be store-bought is some glue. What I decided to use for this is one of these small little water bottles. I was going to recycle this anyway, so it's just cleaned out, dried off. What I did was I took an X-Acto knife. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, you might want to get an adult to help. Basically, make sure you just hold on to the top of it like this. And I took an X-Acto knife and I just cut out a small little curve, like an arch for a door. There's so many things you could use to make this. I was thinking about juice boxes. You could use an old juice box that you were going to get rid of. You could also use one of the milk cartons or a carton that orange juice comes in. You could cut off the top and it would look like a little house with a roof. That would be cute. Or an upside down solo cup. Anything around your house that you're getting ready to recycle. That's what this is about. Recycled stuff and things that you can use from nature. So I have a piece of cardboard that was just cut out again of an old box that I was going to recycle anyway, because I used this to kind of make a little bit of a pathway. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to use a low temperature glue gun. You can use regular glue if you want to, just for the sake of today, because I don't have a lot of time to let it dry. I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to put a little bit here on the bottom, like this, and just stick it onto the cardboard like that. Make sure that's all pressed down. And then depending on what you have around your house, inside or out, just use that. So I have a little bowl of, this is just moss that you can use. I grabbed some rocks from outside. I found these are just some dried little purple flowers. And around the house, I have these. These are just some little rocks from a fish tank. It was just some gravel from a fish tank that I had. I like to make flower arrangements, so I thought these were cute to decorate. I also have a little bit of colored sand. Like I said, use your imagination and use anything like this that you have around your house. Another great thing would be maybe to collect some twigs outside or even just some grass. That would work too. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stuff on the outside. I'm going to make the outside of the fairy house, okay? So holding the top, I'm just going to squirt a bunch on here. You can probably use your fingers if you want to. The idea is just to get this covered. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of glue on the outside, and then I'm going to go back with a paintbrush and just kind of smear that around, because this is what I'm going to glue. I think I'm going to use some of this dried up grass stuff. All right, that looks good. Then I'm just going to take a brush and just kind of make sure that I've covered everything like that. You could always go back in there if it's not sticking and add some more to it. And you can do it all at once or little bits at a time. Like I said, for this one, I think I'm going to use some of this dried stuff. And that's all you do. You push. The thing that I like about these water bottles is that it's see-through, so it's a little bit more forgiving if you miss some spots. The one over there, I used some of the green moss. I thought that was cute, but I'm just going to try a little something different with this one. So I'm just going to use the dried up stuff. If you have some artificial flowers or something like that, that would work too. But why not use some stuff out, the real stuff outside? Okay, I think you get the picture here, but I'm just going to keep going with it. And add more glue. Get it like this. Might even be better if you take the lid off. There we go. I think that'll work better. And now I'm just going to smear it around. Okay. I think that'll work. Give that a little squeeze. Okay. I don't want to forget the top either, so I'm going to put a little bit on top. Let that just drip on there. I just did this last because, like I said, you can just kind of hold on to the top. All right, so that's our fairy house, the beginning, and now we get to decorate it a little bit. So let me see. For this one, I think I'm going to maybe put a little bit of a trail here with rocks. So, like I said, you can use regular glue, but just for this, just because it would take too long to dry, I'm just going to use the hot glue and just make a little path like that. And I'll go on the other side. These are some rocks I just found outside. And you can do this any way you want. The last one, here, I'll show you what I did with that one. I've had that one for a while. All right, so there's my little pathway. And then, I think I will, I have this too. This is like a little mossy rock. And I'm going to put that right there, because that just looks like someplace a fairy would sit. All right, now what? How about some green around here? I think I'm going to use some of this sand. So I'm going to paint this around here. And what I'm going to do now, after I get all the glue on here, is I'm going to sprinkle some of this sand over it, and it'll just stick on there. All right. So I have this bowl of colored sand. Like I said, just what I had here. You could probably go outside and just get some dirt and sprinkle the dirt on there. I think it would look just as cool. Use your imagination. Get creative. You can put them outside or you can use them inside to decorate. All right, voila. That is my fairy house. And I think I might just maybe put maybe a little bit of flowers for some color. Have fun with this. Like I said, use stuff that you have around the house. Please don't go buy anything. Lots of stuff in nature that you can use for this kind of art. And there are fairy houses. Thanks again for tuning in. I would love to see what you guys made, because like I said, be creative. Everybody's looks a little bit different. You can share them at #GirlScoutsAtHome, and I will see you next time. Bye.